Hey Nash, what should we make?
One of our subscribers suggested making a bacon weave and using it as a pizza crust. Let's try that.
All right, let's make a bacon weave crusted pizza. Today, we got another subscriber request. Well, kind of. One of our subscribers, Kimberly La Mancha, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm guessing it's not Lamantia. But hey, if I'm wrong, let me know. I want to pronounce your name right. I want to give you a shout out because you comment, you watch, we love you. We want you to feel appreciated. So let me know if I'm wrong. But anyway, so Kimberly, we'll just call you Kimberly. Kimberly was watching one of our old videos where I made a bacon weave and I wrapped up a meatloaf in it. And I think we smoked it or we grilled it. I can't remember. It was a cheese stuffed one that I think was actually another subscriber request from one of our oldest friends, Linda Miller. So anyways, she said, hey, I wonder if the bacon weave would make a good pizza crust. So I was like, great idea. So today we are gonna make a pizza with a bacon weave crust. So I guess technically that's keto. I don't know if it's healthy, but I guess it's keto because there's no carbs really. I mean, I guess it depends on the toppings you put on it. We'll make it real simple. We'll probably just do some veggie stuff because you got a lot of bacon in there. So pepperoni, I don't know. I feel like that might be, and I love meat. I love pepperoni and stuff, but that's a lot of cured meats. But hey, without further ado, let's go. We have a rack and a foil lined pan. You don't need to line your pan with foil. I just like to when I'm cooking bacon because I like to cook bacon on a rack and a pan, but the foil really just makes the grease removal easier. Now, I used to, sometimes I do, and you probably should save your bacon grease because it actually is a great cooking tool. You can use it where you'd use oil or butter, but sometimes it's a pain in the ass. So if you're just gonna get rid of it, if you line your pan with foil, you still gotta wash the pan afterwards, but then you can just kind of let it sort of solidify and then you can just kind of wrap up the foil and throw it away. Pro tip, the more you know. We're gonna give this rack just a little bit of some sort of oil spray. And then we're gonna take our bacon, and I haven't done this in a while, so we'll see how this goes. Starting with a pound of bacon, we wanna put about half of your bacon, line it up like this. Yeah, I think that works. Then you want to take about every other piece and fold it about halfway down. Just make sure they're even, like this is even with this is even with this. All right, so we do that. Then we take a piece of bacon here and we just do that. And then we fold these back over. Oh, by the way, you want to preheat your oven to 400. Then we take the opposite ones, so the ones that we didn't do on the last round, fold those over, and then we just repeat. And then with your bacon weave all done, we're gonna bake this for 25 minutes. I kind of want to put a rack on top of this just to hold it down so nothing curls, but I cook bacon a lot on a rack and a pan, and usually they come out pretty flat. So we're gonna chance it. I'll let you know if it works. Let's go. And here we go. There's our guy right out of the oven. I'm just gonna sort of put this spatula underneath just to make sure nothing's sticking. Got a lot of shrinkage, which isn't surprising, but it's just gonna make a much smaller pizza than I was expecting. That's okay. Bacon's already salty, so we're just gonna go in with a little bit of salt, peppered garlic here, some Italian seasoning, and some red pepper flakes. Let me go in with a little bit of pasta, pizza, marinara sauce, whatever you got. You could use the jarred stuff. This is homemade, but I'll put the recipe down below just in case you want to know what it is. So we'll just kind of spread this out. Leave a little bit of a border, but I want to spread it out kind of all the way, almost all the way to the edge. You don't want to over sauce, so once you got some decent coverage, stop there. Then we take some fresh grated mozzarella. And again, it's always best to grate your own cheese, but if all you have is the pre-shredded, then use that. Don't let not having the exact ingredients keep you from making something if you have ingredients that'll work. So, but try to get in the habit of grating your own cheese, folks. Then for toppings, you know I love pepperoni, but I figure with the bacon, I love meat, I love cured meats, but putting pepperoni on top of a bacon crust, even to me seems like a little bit of too much of, not even meat, but too much like cured meats. So we're gonna go in with some roasted red peppers, some black olives, and some jalapenos, just for good measure, you know, why not? And then we throw this back into our 400-degree oven for another 10-ish minutes, just until the cheese melts. And here's our guy right out of the oven. Just gonna hit this with a little bit of red pepper flakes and some fresh grated Parmesan. And then I'm just gonna use a spatula, make sure nothing's sticking once more. Seems like we're good. So our dude's done. Now we're just gonna let it sit and let it cool, because right now it's really hot. And here we have our guy. Slide him onto the cutting board. Looks good. Let's go ahead and cut this guy. Yeah, we'll do small pieces. And there we have our bacon weave pizza. Time for a bite. Cheers. You know what? Bacon, I mean, I knew it would be good. Bacon's good. Everything we put on is good, and I like bacon on pizza. I didn't know if it would work, but sure enough, it works. It is a little salty. So I know we added some salt, so don't do that. Don't add any salt. When you add if you add any seasonings, when you're whatever, just keep the salt out. Just do the garlic and the pepper. It's actually pretty freaking amazing. And I think technically this qualifies as keto. I don't know. I'm not like a hardcore keto I've done keto. Keto's great. Keto works. I love keto, but not super duper hardcore. So I think the toppings, I don't know the sugar content of peppers, but it's meat and cheese and veggies. So for me, if that's what I'm eating, I'm doing great. I'm on my way down in weight. Anyways, regardless, this is delicious. I like it. So hey, thank you so much, Kimberly, for kind of suggesting this or mentioning it to where I was like, hey, I need to make that. That sounds like something we should try. So thank you so much. Kimberly, I say 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Go give this a try and put whatever toppings on it you want. Either way, this is awesome. It's worth a try. But hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Well, check it out. We got this bacon weave crusted pizza that our subscriber Kimberly mentioned that you wanted. So here you go. What do you think?
I mean, it's bacon and pizza. How could it possibly be bad?
Anything you'd like to say to your fans?
There is no sadder thing than a young pessimist except an old pessimist.
Nash approves, I approve. Another great dish. Thank you, Kimberly, for the suggestion. Hey, if you want to experiment with pizza crusts or keto type pizza crusts, go try this. It's freaking delicious. I have no qualms with it. Just make sure and remember that bacon is salty, so your pizza crust is already contains a lot of salt. So add your toppings and your seasonings accordingly. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you all. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, share, and subscribe, that would mean a lot. It'd help us out. If you want notifications every time we drop a new video, go ahead and hit that notification bell. If there's anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop that down in the comments, or head over to our website, timschaoskitchen.com, send us a message there. And hey, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, peace.